Hi everyone, you join me here in Le Plaza, which is a 5-star hotel in the heart of Brussels. And I'm going to share with you all of the room tour, the public areas around reception, the bar area, breakfast, what it's like outside the hotel, some top tips if you're coming to Brussels and you want to stay in this hotel, or you don't know where to stay and you're just checking this video out as a little bit of a guide as to whether is this really a 5-star hotel and would we recommend the hotel for you to stay in. If you're watching us just for a little bit of fun, to see, you know, where half of the Brownie life has stayed here in Brussels. Obviously, I'm here with Emily's dad. I'm not on my own, but for people that have been watching us for a while, then you'll know that this is a 25th wedding anniversary. Little treat for me and my husband. Now, first of all, would I say it's a 5-star hotel? Yes, it absolutely is. It's absolutely beautiful, but in a very oldie-worldy type of way. So it's not necessarily for everyone, and I will discuss that a little bit more towards the end of the video. So first of all, I'm going to share with you me walking into the hotel so you can get to see the hotel from the outside, walking in, just the areas around, and then let's get to the room. Hope you enjoyed that footage. I'm going to get to the actual room tour now, so I'm going to share with you by me going around the actual facilities, just telling you what's where, you know, how useful things have been, whether things have been really good or not, etc. But I also took some footage before we actually lived in the room, because obviously when you start getting your clothes out and your toiletries out, things don't look as nice, do they? So for you guys, for the video, I definitely did just coming straight through into the room so you can get to see it in its actual beauty of what it looked like. And it was such a surprise, guys. It was absolutely beautiful when we arrived, because my husband actually arranged a bit of a surprise here in the room, which I will get to in this next bit of footage. Have you ever seen a bottle of water look like this? Oh my gosh, this looks incredible. It's actually got the front here of the hotel. So it looks really like a milk carton or a juice carton or something, but how unique is that? So this is just our water in the fridge on arrival. Not sure that we get any more. I think this might be it, but there is 2 of them on arrival. But yeah, I just thought that was just so incredible. I had to show you all. So now for a bit of a room tour, I'm just going to take you around just really quickly all the areas. Again, you might be interested just to see, you know, where we've stayed, but also if you're wanting to think about booking this hotel, it will just give you a bit of information in terms of what to expect really. And then I'm just going to have a little bit of a chat, you know, towards the end of the video in terms of what I feel, has it been worth it? Is it 5 stars? How much did we pay? You know, all of that type of information that you might find useful. So let's go around the room and share with you all of the facilities. So this is just the main bedroom area of the hotel rooms. Absolutely beautiful. What I would definitely say is it has got like an oldie worldy kind of theme, but for me personally and my husband, he agreed as well, it definitely has that sort of vibe of, you know, when you're in another country, and because we're here in Brussels, I think it just gives that vibe of the country that you're in. Some people on some reviews have definitely said about this hotel being, yes, oldie worldy, but some people haven't liked it, thought it was maybe sort of past its best, it needed sort of renovation work, etc. I can only go by the room that we physically stayed in. Now this is a deluxe room, which I will talk about again further on into the video in terms of what my husband paid for this. It wasn't very much more in terms of an upgrade, so I'll definitely tell you that it's worth an upgrade for definite. But in terms of when we've read sort of comments about it not being that good, I don't get it. I don't get what people are saying about this, because I just think it's beautiful. It's really classic in terms of the design of it. I mean, look at the view, everyone. It's raining this morning though, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, the view before was a little bit better than this. But we're right on the sort of one of the main sort of street areas leading to the Grand Place, which is about a 10-minute walk. Again, I'll discuss that a little bit more further into the video. But that's the view, guys, which is just beautiful. You can open the window as well, so obviously to let some fresh air in. There is air conditioning as well. Excuse our things there. That's probably all you're going to see of ours. Hopefully the room is now tidy because we're ready to leave. Never use the telly. You know, we're not really bothered to use tellies when we're on holiday anywhere. Some really nice just like oldie worldy pictures about. Tea and coffee making facilities have been really good. They have replenished them every day. We had a drink this morning, that's why there's only 2 cups. Usually there's been 4 cups and more sort of teas and coffees there. So that's been a really good thing. You know, they have actually replenished it at least. And there is water in the fridge. Well, there isn't now because we've drunk it, but you'll have seen in the footage before that I showed that there was actually some water available. So this is your fridge. So at least if you wanted to buy anything yourself and pop it in there, then you could do if you wanted to drink on a night or just waters again. They only actually put the water in on arrival. They don't replenish it, but we got 2 bottles of water in the fridge on arrival. Obviously your glasses as well. I'll just show you briefly inside the cupboards and things. So wardrobe there, me there, obviously quite a squeaky door. Lots of space in there though to put obviously your clothes and bits and pieces. A standard safe in there. Lots of shelf space. Squeaky door again. So we've got bedside cabinets, and as I said, just sort of pictures around. And do you know what? It's just been so beautiful, so relaxing, so quiet. And just, I think the style, you know, of the country that we're in, as I say, is definitely an oldie worldy design. You're not going to get sort of modern features here. That's the whole point of the place. You know, it does just look like you've sort of set foot in a 1920s, 1930s hotel, but it is beautiful. Now let's get to the bathroom area. Obviously you've got a long mirror, and there's me there as well. So we're ready to go for our last day here in Brussels. Currently raining. I'm not dressed for the occasion, guys, at all. Shorts on. I've got a cardigan with me, but you know, raining, it's not going to be very good, is it? Here into the bathroom. So you'll actually see I'm wearing the slippers. Do you know what? I thought these were really lovely. I just think that's such a nice touch to get these slippers. Another pair there, my husband hasn't really bothered. Lovely bathrobes there, we've used them as well when we've come out of the shower. And the shower area has been really nice, you know, really good shower. You get the toiletries, we brought our own as well, but you do get a shampoo and a shower gel. And then over here on the sink area, you get a hand wash and a hand and body lotion too. Sink area's been, you know, well big enough, you know, for us, for the 2 of us. And yeah, just general normal bathroom amenities. Obviously you've got your toilet down there. The bathroom has definitely been just a really nice spacious area. As I say, just normal basic amenities, but you get the added luxury of the robes and the slippers and the space around. You know, it's quite a spacious bathroom. What I would say is that, you know, there's a few areas in here I might as well show you. This is maybe what people have said on the reviews, but it isn't something that would bother me. But if you look here, you know, like there's sort of grouting around the tiles, you know, could do with a little bit of work for definite. There's some like in the corners, you know, there's some cracks in the tiles a little bit. But you know what, everyone? You're in a really, really old building. I'm pretty sure that this was it built in 1930 or was it? No, I think the hotel opened in 1930. I'm pretty sure it must have been a building before. Anyway, what I'm saying is, you know, if you've got a building that's really old and a hotel that's been here since the 30s and it's gone through war times and things like that, you know, you're going to expect to get a really old building and it's not going to be, you know, a super modern experience. If you're after a modern hotel, don't come here, definitely not. But you'll see from obviously the footage that I've shared with you already in terms of the public areas, you know, coming into reception and near the bar area and everything, it's just absolutely beautiful. It's so stunning, but it is like oldie worldy, as I say, and if you expect that and that's what you like, you're going to love it. For me personally, I love things like this. You know, I love that sort of antique, oldie worldy sort of look for definite. So now I'm going to share with you about the breakfast experience. I'm going to take you down to the dining area where we had breakfast and then get back to me here on the video where I'm going to explain about the prices of what we've paid for the hotel, you know, when we booked it, you know, what's our experience like of being in the hotel, how far is it the location from like the metro and things, how long did it take us to get from Brussels Midi, all them type of questions I'm going to explain at the end of the video, and also my overall review of this hotel. So let's get to the breakfast experience now. So good morning everyone. I'm talking quietly because there's rooms around, so hopefully you can still hear me. So good morning. Obviously I'm here in the Le Plaza Hotel and we've had a lovely stay here. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more when I do the room tour and a little bit of a review of the hotel, but the hotel is beautiful. And now we're going to head for breakfast. I'm walking down this lovely sweeping staircase, 4 floors up. Usually we get the lift, but we're trying to get the stairs some of the time because it's just such a beautiful building. We want to take it all in. So I'm looking down a little bit, guys, because I don't want to fall. That wouldn't make good viewing, would it? So yeah, we're heading for breakfast. It's priced at €29 each. That's right, €29 each. So in all honesty, it does seem quite expensive. Mixed reviews when we've looked into the reviews on this hotel. So we were actually undecided whether to get it or not, but we decided we're going to do it. It's our last morning here, and it is a bit of an anniversary treat for us because we're celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary. Well, we've already had that, but this is a little trip just for me and Emily's dad. If you don't know who Emily is, if you've not watched our videos before, Emily is the other half of the Brownie life, who's my teenage daughter. Bless her. She's 14, nearly 15, but she's not come on this trip with us. It's just me and Emily's dad. And for those of you that's been watching us for a while, obviously you'll know who I am, you'll know who Emily is, and you'll already know that we're celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary, and we've come on a little couples trip here to Brussels. So I'm going to share with you what I think of breakfast. I'm going to try to show you a bit of footage as long as I can. It does depend on how busy it is in breakfast, and I don't want to disturb other guests. Obviously it's a 5-star hotel and, you know, people are enjoying the breakfast and things, but I will try and show you some footage of the food if I can, or certainly what we're eating anyway. So join me in the room after and I'll let you know what I think of the breakfast. So the breakfast sign is in reception and it shows you exactly what times they're from. So Monday to Friday it shows 6:30 till 10, and Saturday and Sundays and bank holidays it's 7 till 11, so it's quite a bit of time. Such beautiful decor everywhere in this hotel, absolutely stunning. Just a little point to note for anyone. €2 for 48 hours. Obviously you must pay by card. Collect a brolly. The first night, we did have brollies with us, we forgot to take them out. Absolutely soaked everyone, so this would have definitely saved us. Having said that, it was just the fact that we were already out, so I suppose it can't save you if you've not already got it, but anyway, Something to note if you haven't brought an umbrella with you. So this is all the area just before the breakfast. There's a sign there, breakfast area, and you go down to the cellar. So let's go.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday.
So here in the Le Plaza, a 5-star hotel in Brussels. Where is it located? Well, it's very, very close to the very, very centre. Well, you are in the centre of Brussels to start with, but the Grand Place is like one of the main areas, main touristy sort of areas that you want to definitely go see. And on a night, there's restaurants there, obviously during the day for lunch and breakfast and things, but definitely on a night, it's got a really lovely vibe about it. We've been here through a beer festival, beer weekend. It was exceptionally busy the first night we arrived. I mean, it was very, very busy to say the least. So we've had a wonderful time, but the Grand Place could have definitely looked better if it didn't have the sort of beer festival through the middle of it. It's about a 10-minute walk to the Grand Place, which is definitely somewhere you have to go and see. Definitely check out my sights video, the sights here in Brussels, because I cover places like the Grand Place, as well as lots of the sights here that we've seen in Brussels. The metro, the nearest metro to here is somewhere called Rogier, and that is literally virtually on your doorstep. It's a 2-minute walk from the hotel. So the metro has definitely been really, really useful being close to, you know, the hotel. Obviously some hotels would have metros close to them anyway, but some you might find you have quite a long walk. It's literally just a couple of minutes, everyone. So that's a real plus point with the metro being so close. And as I say, the Grand Place being about a 10-minute walk. Other things in the area, there's definitely like a main shopping street. You've got a Primark and Zara, sports shops and all different places like that. like Dunkin' Donuts. You've got all the things that you would see kind of in the UK, and then also lots of other places that would be more unique here to Brussels or within Europe, like waffle places and coffee shops and things such as that. And then that kind of takes you to the older part into the Grand Place. So it's definitely perfectly located. So for the price of this hotel, my husband arranged all of the accommodation. He did briefly sort of talk to me about where we might be staying, and he did sort of show me this on the website, and I did think it looked a beautiful hotel. But there was a few that we had in mind, but he booked it. So he booked it all directly with the hotel, and we actually didn't pay for it until we arrived here. So they don't take any money until you arrive. We've come for 2 nights, and it's actually cost just slightly over €340. And the upgrade that he actually did, he did it slightly later. So he booked like a classic standard room, which was less money than that. And then he got an email about a possible upgrade. Would you like to upgrade? Would you like to add your breakfast on? Things such as that. So what he decided to do was an upgrade for me, which is lovely. So this room is a deluxe room, so it is a little bit bigger. I'm not sure what other features you get in here apart from it maybe just being a bit bigger and just being that bit nicer. Maybe like your robes and things like that. Maybe that's more for the deluxe room possibly. But overall, he said it's probably added about €60 to the cost of the overall, hotel accommodation by adding on the deluxe room and also the rose petals. Oh, that was such a lovely touch. So when I first arrived and I saw that, I just thought, oh, that's so lovely. So it's made just such a lovely, lovely anniversary trip for us. And having this room and the luxury of this beautiful hotel has definitely made the difference for definite. You're in the centre of Brussels, so for the price of this accommodation, I actually think it's actually really, really good. For 5-star accommodation, as I say, in the heart of Brussels. My husband was actually looking at even some like 3- and 4-star hotels and some really basic accommodation. In all honesty, the prices were very, very similar. So I would definitely highly recommend this hotel to anyone. I think in terms of the price, it might obviously differ, from different times of year, etc. But I would definitely highly recommend it. And I think if you can afford it, if you can upgrade, for the deluxe room, if you can add your breakfast on, I think that's a top tip as well. I think I definitely would do it. In terms of the breakfast, obviously it's €29 is what we've paid this morning. But my husband did actually get an email about adding that on as well, and we would have actually got it, I think it was something like €20 each instead. So we would have saved quite a bit of money if he'd have added it on. But we already talked about it, and we already said, oh no, we'll just go into, the centre of Brussels or the Grand Place or wherever and sit and have a waffle and do more things like that for breakfast, which we did do that yesterday. We had a waffle in another place, but this morning it's absolutely chucking it down. And also as well, we just sort of thought we really wanted to have that experience. I wanted to share it all with you guys as well and show you what the breakfast experience was like here. And I think just because it was a treat, it's a 25th wedding anniversary, I just think it just made it all that more special to have the breakfast here. So I would highly recommend you getting that and adding that on. But if you do get an email, if you're booking this hotel and you're getting an email about an upgrade, if you're getting an email about adding breakfast on, definitely look at the prices, see if that's something that you can afford. And I would highly recommend that you add all of those things on. Overall thoughts of the Le Plaza Hotel here in Brussels, absolutely amazing. I have thoroughly enjoyed my stay here, so has my husband. And as I say, there are a few reviews out there that kind of do diss it a little bit. Some are 5-star reviews and people say it's amazing, just like what we're saying. And some people maybe not so keen. It's definitely oldie worldy and you have to like that type of theme for definite, but it's beautiful, guys. It's absolutely lovely. I love staying in places like this. And as I say, it's 5-star, and I think it's felt 5-star for absolute definite. It's felt like that luxury. The breakfast was lovely. We had a lovely, lovely time. I would say the service in the breakfast area maybe not quite 5-star in the sense that you've eaten your breakfast and you've got a few pots. They weren't quick to take them away. They sort of waited until the end, which I think that's maybe a little bit bad. I don't think that was 5-star. The food in the breakfast, I would highly recommend it. I think it was really good. It was a lovely vibe, just so chilled out. Everything about this hotel is just quiet, chilled out, and just such a lovely break for us. Away from our teenager at home, I think it's just exactly what we needed. The room itself, as you can tell probably from me talking here, that's all you can hear. Listen. Nothing. Silence. We've got busy sort of roads and things, outside. And you do hear a little bit of traffic every now and again. But on the whole, absolutely hardly anything in terms of, the noise here in the room. It's just been so peaceful and so quiet. It's been absolutely beautiful. And I think to have a drink in the bar area here, if you're staying here, I think is a must. It's just a wonderful vibe in the sense that peaceful, quiet, just so chilled out. Definitely on the pricey side, guys, I can't deny it, but you are in a 5-star hotel. But I paid €12 for a Bailey's. That's quite a lot, isn't it? So yeah, it's, you know, it is quite expensive, but even around Brussels, just generally when we've gone for, you know, drinks and food out, some things have been quite expensive. On the whole, your beers out and your snacks out have been actually quite reasonably, you know, quite reasonably priced, quite cheap. But when you're going out for meals, etc., it is expensive. So here in a 5-star hotel, you're definitely going to expect to pay quite a bit for your breakfast and quite a bit for a drink here in the bar. Now, there is a restaurant here in the hotel. I haven't mentioned it through the whole video because it's actually not open. It's temporarily closed. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen with that. I don't know if it's going to reopen anytime soon, if it's been renovated. I'm not entirely sure, so I can't give any more information about the restaurant. But previously, they have had a restaurant here. I think if the restaurant had have been open, I think we would have probably given it a try, if I'm honest, because everything else in this hotel has just been wonderful. Definitely go check out our sights of Brussels video and also our foodie video, so our food and drink video here in Brussels. And anyone that's new to our channel and you just really checked us out because of this hotel and things in Brussels, then thanks so much for doing that. Definitely subscribe and give this video a like as well. And as I say, definitely go check those other videos out. So that's it. That's the end of another video. I really hope you've enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, everyone. Bye.
Say me to